reporting for the Lexington Commons, and today we're at the American Red Cross Bluegrass chapter, and we're going to be talking to volunteer John Williamson, who's been a volunteer here for many years. So come on in.
I'm John Williamson. I'm a volunteer. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I have volunteered ever since Hurricane Katrina. I have been to San Diego and worked with wildfires and been close to the Mexican border. I've worked with Iowa floods. Both of those were 3-week stints. And I've also worked in Eastern Kentucky 2 different times with flooding, and those have also been about 2.5 week events. I am the resource fair coordinator for the Bluegrass chapter of the American Red Cross. Again, I'm a volunteer, so I'm not paid. This is something I do because I love to do it, and it's helping people, and we're getting out and doing it. Where we're dealing with a crisis where there's been an apartment fire. I work 3 days a week, and usually it's full-time. And my duties include, as resource fair coordinator, we go out to schools, community organizations. We just did we're getting ready to do the Disability Expo at Lexington Center this next week. And we pass out pamphlets. We do lectures and demonstrations on health and safety. We talk about all the different things that can be done, and we try to do things as well as for people to be prepared for disaster. And so my duty is to find these events via email, phone, whatever, and set them up, and then get other volunteers to assist in manning the booths. And we go out and spread the information about the Red Cross and we try to help people by giving them all this information. Probably one of the most exciting, well, it wasn't exciting, it was heartfelt, was when I was in Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, after a major flood and people had lost everything. And this lady came in crying, and it was my job. I was manning a booth where we gave out assistance, and you really felt like you listened to their story and you wrote down their story, then you found out what they had lost, and I had a list hidden underneath where they couldn't see it, where I could award certain amounts of money for something. And I was able to give her like $1,200 in money for various things like bedding and food and a place to live for a month, various things like that. And she left, instead of crying, she was laughing. And she came and gave me a big hug. And that was one of the most gratifying experiences I've ever had. And I've had more experiences similar to that, but that was one of the most outstanding ones I've ever had. I've learned how to work with people of various walks of life, various ideas, and the varying ideas and concepts. I've learned a lot of business, how to deal with business matters and how to do communication skills and so forth. And I guess one of the biggest things is the camaraderie that is developed with people throughout the community. And you learn to deal and work with people in all these different organizations, and you meet with them, and it's one of the most outstanding and exciting things that you can ever do. Just like a couple of weeks ago when it was Volunteer Week and the mayor signed a proclamation. Some of us were in the mayor's office, and we literally shook his hand, and he was patting us on the back and so forth. That's the kind of thing. And it, of course, then also meeting people and just letting them getting with the other people.
Yeah.
The ice storm a couple of years ago, I was working the shelter, and I'd worked 2 12-hour shifts, and I was kind of tired. And there was an elderly couple And I went to them to see if there was anything I could do for them. And in the meantime, their daughter came. And she came and was going to take them home with her because she had electricity. And they said, no, we've been treated so well here, and the Red Cross is taking care of us, and we have meals and a place to sleep. We're going to stay here. And so they chose, rather than to go to a home and stay with a family member, they chose to stay in a shelter with the Red Cross and spend one more night with us and let us take care of them. And so that was a very touching moment because it told a story that we were doing our job and we were doing it well.
How did that make you feel?
I quite frankly had to walk away because I am a very easy person to get touched, and I found that very touching. I did thank them very kindly, and it was something that I made a point of checking on them throughout the night then after that, just to make sure that they were okay. When we have an award ceremony once a year, 2009, and so I won the Ziggy Award, and my name will be on a plaque, and my picture will be on a plaque on the wall back there.
Wow.
And then I won this clock.
What is the Ziggy? What is it?
Ziggy, her name is Virginia Ziegenfuss.
Okay.
And we call her Ziggy, and she puts all the kids together for us for health fairs. She comes once a week, and she years ago, because she loved the Red Cross so, and she spent many years working national disasters, decided she wanted to give them a special award to an outstanding volunteer each year. And that put forth effort and made a difference in the Red Cross, not just based on hours, but did the work and helped do the mission of the Red Cross. And so it's a very outstanding and prestigious award, and when it was announced, my mouth flew open, and it was a very, very touching moment for me. And I think I'll remember that one the rest of my life. And I've cherished this award. We need more volunteers. We need many more volunteers to assist us with the various things that are going on. It's just like today, we've had to get on the phone and start calling people rather than them coming to us. Although we have had several people call in and say, hey, we're ready to help. But we need more people that are ready to just get on the phone and say, hey, we're ready to do this. We need help in health and safety with clerical works, like clerical work and answering telephones. We need people answering the phone at lunchtime out at the main desk. There are so many tasks that need people to help. We need the help of other people in the community. Plus, we want the community to see what Red Cross is all about, and the Red Cross in return would like to give the help and knowledge to the community.
Well, I thank you for your time and answering our questions today, and I hope that we can help spread the word and get people to come out and volunteer.
You're welcome.
Thank you.